Welcome back, everyone. We're joined now with Rebecca and Shelby Reed. Thank you both so much for being with us. I can't wait to hear your story. I know that you've been with S.A.F.E for 2 years, but tell me how you sort of got to that point.
I grew up in a home with domestic violence. My parents were great people who had their own issues, and it really affected me. I felt like I always had to be there to take care of my mom. My self-confidence was extremely bruised and battered in the process. As an adult, my first relationship was one of domestic violence. I continued that pattern with men after that in relationships. Um, and so it was a long road to healing, but I did find healing. And I've gained a lot of self-confidence in working for S.A.F.E. I love getting to help other people, hearing their stories and telling them my stories also.
Tell me about your healing process because it is a long road. It is hard.
It is a long road. And one thing that I want people to know is that S.A.F.E is not a scary place. There was a time when my daughter and I had to go from northern Arizona to southern Arizona when a situation occurred, and I was too scared to go into shelter. I was scared for what that experience would be like, not only for me, but for my daughter also. So we went and we stayed with a family friend, but had I not had that family friend there, I don't know what would have happened to us. Um, and so after that experience, I didn't think about helping other women until I got the job at S.A.F.E. And today, I get to do that. But I think the main thing that I want people to know is that we're here to help. We're here to help them heal. And my journey to healing has been long, and I took a lot of turns and twists. But today, I have great relationships with my family. My daughter, she's here supporting me now. And I'm just so thankful that um, through therapy, I've gone to therapy for years, but I think that I would have gotten to that place earlier or sooner had I gone to a domestic violence organization and gotten help, and not been so scared.
Mhm.
I think that I had seen DV shelters on television, and it didn't look like the nicest, most welcoming environment. So I think that it's important to know that we're here to help.
Yes. Right, Shelby, you've been through this process with your mother, but as a child, how was it?
I don't know how to say it,
Uh-huh.
but like I really don't remember much because I just remembered you doing the best that you could, to make sure that I had a good childhood and to take care of me and to protect me.
What does protect you look like when you say that?
No matter no matter what was going on, just being happy and keeping and being strong.
What's the bad that you remember?
Maybe instability.
How old was Shelby?
At that time, she was a baby. She was about one
Okay.
and a half at that time, so she wouldn't remember that part.
I think a lot of the times I was just happy to be with my mom.
Could you tell that something was wrong or you thought everything was normal?
I could tell something was wrong just because of what was left unsaid. Even then, you could tell, there's something wrong, there's something going on. So, like, at times I probably did try to think, how can I help my mom? But, I was I was just a child. So,
Yeah.
Is there one special moment that sticks out with you and your mother bonding during that time?
we've had lots of good memories.
I guess I did try to protect her from seeing the abuse and the control. And so we would go into her bedroom and lay in the bed and play games.
That's what I was thinking. Like, mostly just like
And we would,
cuddling with you and watching movies, and that's what I experienced, even though there was a lot more going on than I realized. But you protected me from that,
right.
you know.
Yeah. So good to know that Shelby's a nurse now.
That's one of the reasons why I wanted to become a nurse is because I saw people in my life. I saw my mom struggling and having a hard time, and I always thought as a child, like, I wish there was some way that I could help, but there's no way that I can help. What could I do? And then one day realizing I don't have to just sit back and watch this happen to other people. I can help. There is something that I can do, and I can help other people.
I love it.
So I think through the experience, we've both been able to find our own paths and how we can help other people and be there for other people and be their advocate.
Yeah.
So, as a child, now an adult, as a child, what would you tell someone who may see this that's another child? What would you tell them to do during this situation?
I would tell them that they don't have to try to stay strong. They don't have to try to be the parent. You know, they're the child and they have emotions and they don't have to keep it all in. And I think a place like Safe is great for people, women, children experiencing domestic violence because it gives them an outlet. They don't have to keep it all in. It's a safe place for them.
And what would you tell women?
I would tell women that asking for help is not a weakness, that in fact it's the opposite, and that there is healing through the pain. I always felt so much pain and anger, and I hated to feel anger, but um, as a child going through domestic violence, I bottled it up. Like she said, you don't have to hold it in. So I held it in and held it in until I couldn't anymore, and then it came out in other ways. But I would tell women that that doesn't last forever, the pain and the anger, and that people want to help, that people understand, and some people might judge, but not everyone.
Having survived domestic violence, what does SAFE need to continue?
Serve 9 counties in Northeast Mississippi, and we have calls every day for help, for shelter, support services. So my main thing would be just if you can donate to donate.
Yeah.
There, we have multiple ways that that can happen, and we appreciate every donation. All donations go to our program, to survivors, the people that we help, and that would be my ask.
Wonderful. You all are both beautiful.
Thank you.
You are gorgeous.
Thank you so much. You too.
Thank you, but not only on the outside, but on the inside for being able to share your story and to come back and to work to help other women. And then you choosing the path of being a nurse to help people because of it.
It's a blessing.
I was just about to say that. I think it's a total blessing.
It is.
It is. It's an honor for sure to be able to just be a beacon of hope and light for people that are having hard times, not only domestic violence, but I think that people who are struggling in general. I just want people to know that nothing lasts forever. There's something great on the other side of that.
Absolutely.
Thank you both for blessing me,
Thank you.
for joining me. It was nice to meet you. Yes, thank you. We'll be right back with the court administrator or court advocate, I could say, for SAFE. Stay with us.